in the lobby. But
yeah, no, they're just about to start the match. So we'll get into the group stage, round 3, gameplay between the South Australian Hammerheads and the Allied Alligators. The first is a Moray Towers Rainmaker, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And we see a CJS and a Splatbrella, 2 weapons we haven't seen come out in this comp yet. We're quite aware of the Allied Alligators and what they bring to the table. But it's going to be interesting to see Yoshiko not on a sniper. She's bringing out her CJS.
And
Custom
also,
jet squelcher, sorry.
We get to see ice straight away on those Kensett Glugers. So interesting pick.
Yes.
There.
I was reading some of the chat and they were having some issues on how to bring the Glugers into their comp. They don't paint particularly well. They can't be aggressive because they haven't got the movement, but they're a great support weapon.
They are, because it's 2 shots and
2 shots.
You're dead. And
Goizord being taken out by Skidder, putting it to a 2v4.
And the
First
push
comes from that aggressive Alligators, the aggressive Allied Alligators. How many more A's can we get in there? The awesome. Oh, and Skidder has fallen for the trap for the Brella dropping down and the Brella popping out.
Great movement by Skidder though.
And once again, that's what Callum Marquetten said in the interview. Very, very hard to hit a moving Skidder.
Yeah.
Gluger's also not very good for popping the Rainmaker, but if he can notice, if they can notice anyone's around here, they could get some easy picks. Everyone distracted on the Rainmaker.
Oh, someone's falling in the water again.
No!
Replay.
Oh, the replay is coming up, and what has just happened? Who has done it?
Look at this. It tries to climb up the wall on the left there. Jumps straight into the water.
Oh, into the drink. Unlucky. We have caught that for everyone to see, and we don't know what's just happened, but more importantly, someone went in the drink. MGJ getting a few shots, but it's on that Brella. Panicking with that booyah, hoping he doesn't get popped. No one's...
Really well placed booyah to
very
bring it
well
back.
placed by MGJ to deny Ice that movement and then take the kill as he ran backwards. Zip trying to get a few areas here to clean up in mid so that South Australia have a bit more room to grow, room to move. 2 specials coming out. The Stingray takes out 1 and the Booyah should probably just deny rather than kill. They're trying to make it up from the sneak to the sniper location. Goizord managing to carry that. Doing a good job carrying, trying to get the ink line, manages to get it.
Oh, I got the lead.
Goes
Nice
for
work.
the jump. I didn't know it counted as you went.
I thought you had to land.
That's what I thought as well, but I think when he jumped out, maybe it started counting it.
Yeah, that could be true.
There's a trade there between Zip, leaving it as a 3v3. No, 2 have just dropped down. Let's just have a quick look at what happened there. 2 have been taken out up this top-hand corner. Ayo taking out both of them.
Oh, nice.
This is going to be a push coming now from the Alligators. Oh no, must have been blocked by the Hammerheads. And we're looking at 3 down now from the Alligators.
Yeah, and MGJ providing that jump. Hopefully that is safe.
It's very important in a coherent team comp to find that area that people can jump back. That isn't too far back, that gives them free ground, but isn't too far forward and too risky, and they get picked off instantly. Because it's literally a big arrow pointing down saying, I'm jumping here.
That's right, and one of the Alligators managed to push up the top there. I think it's Skidder again, applying pressure to Yosh. And what was that? It's Ayo, sorry.
Ayo taking out another 2,
and they've got the
following
Rainmaker, and this could be their push.
with a 3rd booyah. What is he stopping? Is someone up there?
He's just watching them come down. Oh, they haven't been able to get the Rainmaker up there. We can't quite see what happened.
Yeah, Goizor's done a very good job with that Sorella Brella. A natural counter weapon to the Spider Shot Pro, which everyone has been picking up in this meta. They need to get some turf control back in the middle if they want to be able to get this push. 45 to 47, that's so close.
I know, and only a minute to go, so the Alligators got a lot of work to do. They've obviously come in as our favourites given that their performances in the first 2 rounds, but South Australia can go with them.
Skidder taking out with help from, is that Low? Yes, it is. It's Low on the Explosher.
Yeah, it is.
Skidder finding the air. Oh, I don't know how he's dodged that. What are they going to do with that Booyah Bomb?
Oh, the Booyah
Tries to get the counter pop, but the Stingray comes out. Doesn't matter what's happening in the middle. If the Stingray is allowed to take out the Rainmaker, there's not a lot the Rainmaker can do.
No, now we've got MGJ with the Rainmaker.
Still 2 down. MGJ taking the left-hand ride. Yoshiko's looking at it. Oh. He's taken the lead in the final seconds. Yoshiko's been taken from behind. And they managed to take it to 29. 10 seconds left. All they've got to make sure is that they don't get the pop. They've popped it anyway. And the Booyah Bomb has just come out. It was more important to get their specials than it was to keep it unpopped. First match.
They need to grab it though.
Oh, no. One final push coming out. Low, what can he do? He's reversing. He's just
Reverse baller.
reverse baller. He's pulling aside a perks. Just a defensive baller to stay alive and provide that support as these guys push forward.
So the Allies just need to get the pick on that Rainmaker to end this game.
And Goizord's a very experienced person. He's not going to fall under any pressure. It's going to come down to if...
Well, Ayo's going for him. And got him.
Ayo managed to get behind. There was someone there trying to pick off. In this final scene here, you can see that Yoshiko was trying to get it, but unfortunately, Ayo just had the pressure.
Had to jump on them. Yeah. Really nice push there. It was so close. So MGJ's racing up that wall, and the shots were coming from the side, and they were so close to picking them off and stopping that push, but they got them down to 20 odd. So very impressive.
Very impressive to the Alligators, absolutely. If you looked at all the scores between everyone, it was an even match. Everyone was going between 19 and 14 splats, so a lot of assists would have come out in there as well. And even saying that, there would have been dedicated Rainmaker carriers that still were getting kills as well. So Moray Tower is a very interesting match for Rainmaker. Trying to shoot from above, which allowed the backliners to kind of stop some of those pushes, and you really needed to see the over-aggression coming out from Skitter, which I think really benefited their pushes, that he could get up there and distract them for so long, paint the right walls, and get them that 29 lead.
Yeah, I mean, their aggressiveness, again, we've talked about it earlier, the Alligators looking to be super aggressive, get ahead of the Rainmaker and help them push through.
Yeah, I agree. We're going into our second match now, which is... we've had a few big, long maps, but now we're going to Inkblot Academy, which is one of the squishiest maps you've ever seen in Splat Zones. So there is a big tower structure in the middle that allows almost 2 fights to break out, left and right-hand side of it, with one person trying to get the real goal here is to get the backliner on top of that tower. If they can do that and the 3 push forward, then they can really hold that middle zone.
Yeah, that's right. The tower being in the middle of the zone really breaks it up. So again, it's a tough map to capture that whole zone all at once.
You need the fight happening both left and right hand side to work in your favour. Otherwise, it's just a Benny Hill road show, run around trying to paint while everyone else is painting.
Yeah, and I think Skitter being aggressive and Ayo being aggressive, like they might be able to push up onto the plat of the enemy as well and really lock them out. So we'll look to see if they can execute.
Yeah. So we've got everyone readying up now. We're about to get into the second game. If the Alligators win this, what happens? Have they taken second spot or top spot?
They'll take top spot. They're undefeated so far. So I think I'd have to do my maths, but I think they're already pretty much guaranteed a spot in the semi-finals. So this one's just for fun for them. But for South Australia, it's so important. South Australia,
this is very important. Yeah. Maybe they have a chance to test out a few comps, but you don't want to give it away games to South Australia if they're just going to come back stronger in the semi-finals. Now we see what are the comps looking like here. Ice still bringing out those Glugers, which is good. It has that armor if you can get that armor nice and quickly. We've explained before that this is really an armor meta. And now we get to see Ayo on his ballpoint, which we saw in the first game.
Almost picks up one, but doesn't quite get it. And just putting pressure on that side of the map.
And straight away, Hammerheads have already... That's the thing, even just as I was saying before, the idea is to get the backliner onto the center, which Yosh was there, but the ballpoint pressure is just so long that Ayo was able to pick it off.
Yeah, it's an interesting weapon because it can shoot short and long depending on how long you charge it for. So,
Zip manages to take out Ayo on the back line there, and this looks like they're holding it. It's going to be a 50-point lead straight away. Zip's trying to save face for a little bit. He's now in a very dangerous position. Still manages to get 1 kill. Unable to get the other 2. Good movement coming out from Ayo and the other Alligator down there, MGJ. So Alligators have managed to take their side back. Watching this clock tick down now. A few picks have been taken off. There's only 2 of them left.
Oh, nice pick by AO.
AO manages to find that top. He's got it unlocked. That's 2 down
They
from
need to take
AO.
the zone now.
So I think the win condition here is to take down AO because he's showing he's a dominant performance from that back line. He's got the range. He's got the pressure.
Really knows how to support his teammates as well, as you saw there. Identified the skitters in that 1v1 and made sure it was 2v1 and put pressure on.
And as you can see, AO is now
And
sitting
look
on
at them up on their plat.
having fun. We're going to have a look at Skitter, seeing he's got his soda slosher, and if he can get a few over Goy, unable to take him out.
But he's got lead.
Yes, 3 points away from lead now. They've got to desperately go
Forward's
for...
got it.
Nice, Lobster just staying alive and
Jumping out, really well played.
must be running some sort of jump gear because he was able to get out nice and quick then. That's not the first time he's done that.
And he's given his team armor as well, so he doesn't quite get the armor on before he gets splattered there.
Simply casting armor is not enough. You need a 2-second casting time almost. And the lead has been flipped back to South Australia now. Zip's just cleaning up everything, and they managed to put a beacon behind that big tower, which is going to allow them just to jump back in. It's a short map, so they don't need to come back too quick, but it should provide a bit of an advantage. 20 left, only 20 points. Alligators have to come together with some specials, or maybe AO coming through.
Bomb rushes come out, but they've stopped them scoring, but they haven't quite captured the zone.
No, if they pop Zip... No, yes, they managed to pop Zip. The Booyah Bomb is very... you can't use it in a...
Can't be too aggressive with it. You do get a little bit of armor, but you're very vulnerable at the same time.
That's it. Now AO back where he belongs.
He's got his rain ready as well, so...
Yoshiko has just been taken out by a stray bomb, but it's now turned to a 3v3. They've got to look on the right-hand side. AO has thrown down some counter rain because he knows this zone's going to get painted up. Needs to help out Lobster because he's behind the Brella, but fortunately he's too far away. Now the back line is...
staring each other down from a distance.
Yeah. Is that Yoshiko's ball point, is it?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Oh, but the time that's counting down, they need to
16
this zone if they're going to take the lead.
4
they're
points.
Gonna do it.
The Alligators have done it. Only 8 seconds left. There's only 2 of them down. It's a 3v2.
That's going to be it.
And like we said, it's a very hard way to get back that zone.
They stole both of those games.
They did.
Like, South Australia's been playing so well, and we're in such a good position to win both of them. And just in the last sort of 30 seconds, a minute, Alligators like switch on and get the job done. So,
yeah.
Very professional team, I reckon. And they're going to be heading through to the semi-finals, and they'll top Group 2.
Yes, they will. So we've got one more match between the two. South Australia can still look a little bit better on the table than whoever the fourth would be on that side.
Yeah, let me check the scores in a second, because I'm just wondering if South Australia now can't make it through. Let's just get the match ready, and then I will do... Let's hope no one was subbing. So if we look at results...
Someone's popped up in the Twitch chat asking if AO is any good because he's negative B rank, which is something that I've done as well. You'll find that, negative B unlocks the league, and then he also plays for one of the top teams in OCE, so he definitely knows his stuff. He just plays league rather than the solo rank.
Yeah, and so I think it could come down to whether South Australia can get through on points. It's going to depend on the other game in this group. If they end up in a 3-way tie, all on one win, then you never know. But guess we'll wait and see what happens. But still,
it's a close game between these two, and I want to see a super entertaining game for our final match, which is Tower Control Manta Maria.
Yeah, and South Australia, this game could become very important for them if you're looking at those tie breaks.
That's correct, Checkers. So we're getting into our final match now. We're seeing a traditional backline come out from both squads again. Two sets of
Double
Julies coming out from the Alligators.
That'll warm your heart.
It does warm my heart.
You got the remix, AO on the remix here.
Yeah.
So you got the Booyah Bomb there, which is great for pushing tower. Mm-hmm. And you can see they're still being quite aggressive. They got the Junior, Dark Tetras, and the Pro. So
they've got to be careful walking in front of AO because him with that backline, he can put half of his clip in the back of someone if they're not fighting from different angles. But in classic Alligator form, the backline is sitting where he is, holding his Booyah for the waiting out the Stingray, and the other three have all pushed up.
They keep getting picks here, and they've set up really nicely. I think Hammerheads now are coming through on the left-hand side, but AO picking them off.
MGJ is trying to take a few more shots. He had the turf advantage, but unfortunately Dark Tetras don't need turf. They swim back and forth, no problems. Last up is AO as Yoshiko hops on the tower. And the other three, if they really want this push, they've got to get in front of Yoshiko.
They need to push up, don't they?
Yoshiko's searching for someone to take out. Boys on checkpoint.
Yeah, they're using the Umbrella shield to try and protect Goy on there, and Zip with the jump in splashdown.
Zip managed. Zip is just too much for 2-on-1. Eventually, if you don't take out that fight quick enough, you'll get taken out just through sheer number of.
And these teams are just trading back and forth.
They are
both very aggressive at the moment.
That's it. 75 to 57. Scores flipped between these two. It's not a big push for either team. It's quite easy to get around street, which is that side where MGJ is about to go. That's street there. What you really need to do is look after bunker. If you can hold that bunker, then you can push. You can push through.
Oh, and MGJ spotted Zip trying to flank him there, but SA's still on the tower. Look. The Umbrella's taking so much damage.
There's only so much HP that it has until it has to break. Yoshiko knowing that she has to go back.
She spotted the Julie flank and doesn't quite pick him off.
Use 2 burst bombs, try and get that damage up, but Skid is just bouncing around and met an untimely demise by Goy. Aussie. Goy. I'm getting a disappointing head shake.
Shaking my head for everyone who can't see that.
Goy's managed to take more of them down. It's 3 of them down from the Alligators. The Hammerheads now going to get their push. Let's see if they can beat 57. You've got 3 of them coming from the left-hand side, but as they haven't quite noticed that they're all over there yet until all the bullets rain down instantly. There's a trade right next to the tower. No one's moving it. It's eventually going to push back.
3 down,
the Alligators.
And Zip's also way out of position now. They're wiped.
So Zip's either going to get back or he's been taken out.
Yeah, no, he got taken out. So the Alligators have a free run towards this next checkpoint.
Booyah bomb coming out from the Alligators and still managed to get the trade with Yoshiko, who wasn't even fighting him. Those sprinklers coming out are very helpful on the actual tower themselves. Skidder, nice takedown on ice.
The sprinklers give you a little bit extra protection, same as beacons.
And they stop the rider from jumping around too much because it's constantly getting painted.
Yep.
So you can't dodge around on the tower as much. They made it to 69. Alamau. And SA is now pushing it back. They've got a lot of control of the turf in mid, but ice has been seen. 2 people have been seen by the ice got picked off, the point sensor, which is really good for some of these flanks and these aggressive teams. You've got to know where they are at all points. So the point sensor really does help out with that.
Splashdown picking up MGJ, and now Zip getting aggressive.
Zip taking out a double. You can see he comes down with that splashdown. Taking out MGJ, jumping around the back, and managing to work his way around to take out AO.
And they're getting there. They're almost at this checkpoint, which is pretty much where the score is going to flip over. And
they're taking control, and they've managed to... just a bit too long. And that's the problem with charging up Booyahs. The Booyahs take seconds to charge up. You need to summon the Booyah power.
Great movement by Skidder again.
Look at the movement
such a good duel.
from Skidder. Oh, well done to Skidder.
And they trade eventually on the rain.
We're just going to have to watch that again as he keeps trying to bounce around. Look at his relenting defense. Unfortunately, the final score is heading to
South Australia there, I think.
South Australia.
Yep.
Who made that push in the last second.
Yeah, so they took the lead, maybe 30 seconds before and managed to hold on to the tower at the end there, but you see Skidder picking up 15, but not enough to stop the South Australian Hammerheads.
The South Australian
Who pick up
Hammerheads.
what could be a very crucial match win.
That's it. At least they finished the final match 2-1. They've gained back some face.
Yeah, and I mean they can still go through. We have to see what the results say, but which I will have a look at, see if we've got any results from other games.
While Checker goes out, I'm just going to have a look at our little Firetail All-Star tweet. Remember, you can tweet up there whenever you want. We'll cut back here periodically, and I'll be reading all these tonight. Anyway, been amazing watch so far. This has been on the edge of my seat. Go, sir. I believe in you, sir. Who is sir?
Oh no, that's just SEA.
That's SEA. That's a bad font choice. That's my bad.
That was a bad font choice.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can't wait to actually watch one of their matches.
SEA, sir.
SEA. All right. I got to learn to read. Sweet.
So bad news for the South Australians. Queensland's picked up a 3-0 win against New Zealand, so they will go to 2-1 and take that second spot in Group 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's the only other result that's come through so far. So we'll wait to see. Oh, here we go. The one that we just watched. That's not helpful.
Okay. Someone's typing. So that's the round. That's the group stage finished. We're about to head into semi-final